Hey everybody, it's Mr. 95 Cents. We're here for Mr. 95 Cents Sport Card Adventures. So today we're going to be opening up the 2024-25 Upper Deck Hockey Series 2, where I want to get one of them nice big young guns that they got out there. You never know. We're going to do that later. We got all kinds of stuff to do today. We got warehouse finds. We got finds. We got card shop stories and the box break. I'm just coming off a very cold day here. I went out to my nephew's lacrosse game, and I think it wasn't too bad. It was about 50, but windy and rainy. It was miserable. So I'm just starting to thaw out from that. Yeah, but that's like a 2-hour game. You sit out there, and it was drizzling in the beginning. Then it stopped, but then it's funny. With about 3 minutes to go in the game, it starts pouring bad. But, you know, we don't want to leave. We want to stay to the end. And so I'm walking out to the car, which, let's put it this way. Let's see. I put in over a mile back and forth just to the car from the field. We had a giant gust of wind, and it blew my umbrella like, you know how it blows out like the cartoon? So I'm over there with really no umbrella anymore. And I says, I couldn't get it back until I got to the car. So I got wet. What are you going to do? So anyway, we got a lot of stuff to do today. We want to shout out all our featured channels down below. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of great featured channels down here. Check them out. And, I got some mail in. We're going to do that on warehouse finds. I'm going to talk about that on warehouse finds. And we're going to do prizes. So if you commented on the last video and you're a subscriber, you now are going to have a chance for one of these prizes. First out of the box is going to get the 2021 Topps Chrome Pack. Second out of the box is going to get the Tommy Mace, yeah, with a C, 2022 Bowman Platinum Rookie Autograph. Third out of the box is going to get the 1972 Topps Billy Martin card. And fourth out of the box is going to get the Diamond King Heritage Collection of Juan Marichal. All right, so we got all our tickets in the box there. We're going to hand mix them first. Okay, and then we're going to shake it up. We got cards all over the place here. I've been doing a lot of sorting, finding stuff out of boxes. All right, we're going for the pack first. Here we go. Okay, for the pack, it's going to be, Callie and Jordan. He's been winning lately. Oh, yeah, Callie and Jordan. He's won not too long ago. So he gets the pack. That's David. We're up in Canada. All right. He's one of our featured channels down below. Check him out. We got the Tommy Mace's next. Tommy Mace. Oh, I got like 3 tickets in my hand. I got to narrow it down to just the one. Here it comes. Oh, Rob from Sportscards. Rob. Oh, he got the Tommy Mace. All right, the autograph. All right, we're going to go for the 72 Billy Martin. When he was the manager of the Tigers. He was always a very good manager. Here we go. Oh, Kevin O'Keefe. He's won lately, too. His wife's going to be happy. Oh, yeah, there you go. Kevin O'Keefe for the Billy Martin. And the Juan Marichal. Okay. I'm going to dig for this one here. All right, here we go. Make sure I only got one. Here it comes. Oh, Speed Racer. He's won lately also. Jeez. I think all 4 guys have probably won in the last month or so. Because it's not easy. Even though I give out 4 prizes, I probably have about 50 tickets in there. So it's still not too bad, right? It's still, 1 in 14 chance? That's not too bad. All right, we're going to go right to our warehouse finds here. But before we do the warehouse finds, we got a package from 3 Good Nerds that I haven't opened yet. So we're going to check it out. Let's see here. 3 Good Nerds. Great channel down below, featured channel. I think he puts on content at least once a day. He puts something on. All kinds of stuff. He does a lot of that TTMs and all that. Great family down there. And, geez, I got to get it open. And they have a lot of fun. You can tell they have a lot of fun just on their videos. It's a family affair. All right, let's see here. We gotta get it open. I think my hands are still cold from being at that lacrosse game. Put that over here, nice. All right, we got it all packed up here. Okay, all right, we're all packed up. Okay. Got that. Oh, it's like a Christmas card type of thing. Look at that. And we got a little note in there. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Howdy, Daryl. I hope this finds you well. I apologize for typing my response, but I wasn't able to fit it all on a card, and my handwriting is a little rough. I wanted to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for everything you do to make our little YouTube community so inviting. I know that you are a staple in our community and in your family, but I consider you one of the cornerstones of the YouTube community as well. Lisa Z passed away in January, and in honor of her wonderful spirit and constant positivity in the community, a small community recognition was created. It's not an award. There was no contest, but you were recognized by the YouTube community for exemplifying tremendous community spirit, and I hope you will accept this humble symbol of that recognition. Your friends in Texas, Justin, and the nerds. Oh, geez, thank you so much. Yeah, Lisa Z was great. I think she was the biggest Tiger fan I knew. You know, it's an honor to accept. Yeah, oh yeah. It was a very big honor to accept, and I appreciate it. I don't think I knew it was coming. Either that or you might have told me and I forgot. I can't remember nothing. It's terrible. So I'm going to open this up. Let's see. I appreciate it. And I'll make sure, you know. Oh, we got some nice stuff. That's some nice Yankees. I'll make sure I extend the generosity. You know, we all do. That's what's great about our community. Everybody's so generous, and you know, that's yeah. Lisa Z, big Tiger fan. Yeah. And oh, I got the new 3 Good Nerds sticker. Oh wow, thanks. That's nice. I don't have a sticker yet. One of these days. So I got a nice gold Adam Ottavino from the Yankees. Got a gold Michael Pineda. That's nice. Oh, that Luke Voigt. I liked him. That's one of those the Topps Chrome Platinum parallels. Oh, I remember this guy. This guy was supposed to be good. I don't know what happened to him. Rob Ruffsnyder. He was supposed to be decent. Nice autograph. And, oh, this is really nice. It's the Topps Holiday DJ LeMahieu jersey with the stripe. Yep. I appreciate all Yankee stuff. You guys know that. The way I see it, there never was a bad Yankee card made. So I appreciate the thought. You know, I think the stickers... I gotta add these stickers to my little wall thing. You can't see it. There's the old 3 Good Nerd sticker. Oh, there's another 3 Good Nerd sticker here. But I put them on my wall. Yeah, so I don't have a sticker, so I don't get too many because I guess there's an exchange of stickers going on. But thank you very much. I'm so honored to be spoken of in the same breath as Lisa Z. She was great. All right, we're going to go right to the warehouse finds. And what do we find first? Let's see here. We got some Marvel stuff, DC and Marvel stuff. We got a DC Comics Great Battle Cosmic Odyssey. It's from 1991 with Superman in there. There he is. Oh, this is a shiny one. What's this one from? See if I can get it up here. There it is. This is a Transitions. Trying to see who actually made it. Boo. Robotics something? I don't know. Oh, it's from Upper Deck. But it's Transitions. I'm not sure what it's all about. Maybe that's a whole thing on its own, Transitions? But that's a special insert from something. I have to investigate it. I'm not the greatest with the modern non-sports. I do have a lot of it, but I really didn't get into it. This is a collector's sports look Zealot card. Doesn't have a year. I mean, that's almost, geez, almost I can't show that card. Oh, geez. If you know what I mean. These I remember. Spider-Man Adventure cards. This is Spider-Man versus the Enforcers. You never know what I'll find in a box. It's crazy. Here's another Spider-Man team-up. And we got, this is an upside-down card, yeah. This is just a Spider-Man where he's upside down. That's the #1 card in the set. And this says, Spider-Man fought against the underworld boss Fortunato, the legions of Hydra, the original Green Goblin, and Morbius, the living vampire, and Peter Parker Spider-Man. All right. What do we got here? Let's see. There's a lot of oddball stuff, too. Ultraverse. The Ultraverse cards. We got an entity. Unknown entity. Yeah. Or maybe it's supposed to be sideways. Okay, sorry. All right, what do we got here? Orphidian. This is some kind of game card from 2003 of Orphidian, whatever that is. I don't think we ever carried that game. A lot of these are promo cards that they would send me, so I would order it. Here's a vampire, the Internal Struggle game deck master. Here's a Yu Yu Hakusho. I believe this, was it from Upper Deck? I forget. I can't tell. But from Score. So they were pushing this game like crazy. They sent me 1 million promos. They had like a promo day. It never took off. Like we had a lot of games in our store. But the main games were Pokemon, Magic, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And it was very hard for anybody to crack that lineup because game people, if they're serious, and they're players, they usually spend quite a bit of money playing their game and can't afford to go into another game, a lot of people, because a lot of them are young people. And I found that out over the years that, yeah, you carried a little bit of oddball stuff if people asked about it, but the main thing was those 3 games. That was 95% of our game sales. It was almost like almost a waste of time to carry anything else. We got some Michael Jordans right off the bat. We got a Goodwin champion Michael Jordan. Right off the bat comes more Michael Jordan. We got the Upper Deck Winter promo. Got a bunch of them. There's another Upper Deck Winter promo. That's from 2016. We got another Goodwin Champions. I think all the rest of these are Michael Jordan playing baseball. This is a collector's choice from 1994. Here's another 94 collector's choice rookie. There's another one from the same year, Up Close and Personal. So this is from basketball, I think. Is it from basketball? Yeah, this is a basketball card, but it shows him on the front playing baseball, on the back playing golf. 93-94 collector's choice. So on the front, he's got baseball. On the back, it's golf. We get another up close and personal. Here's a 1991 Upper Deck minor league. That was a short print in that set, SP1. This is just a promo card. They put out a lot of promos. This is like the independent companies would make promos just to sell and make some dough. It's from 91. This was a nice one from Upper Deck. So this is a Upper Deck Prospect card, MJ23, from 1993. And there's only 15,000 of these, which is not that much compared to today. Today, Top Series 1 base has probably a minimum of 900,000 copies. There's only 15,000 of those. That's why it's probably worth a few bucks. We've got a, I think this is a 93 or 94. But here's a white Michael Jordan Prospect from Upper Deck. Yeah. He's got quite a few baseball cards. Oh, now I remember these. These were from Topps from 2007, I believe. It was a Josh Gibson home run set, and they had a card for every home run. It's a big set. That's for number 3. Yeah, and it actually has a nice story on the back about each home run. I got a bunch of these. That's got to be a tough set to make. We got quite a few of them. Yeah, so what you do is something like this, because I'm never going to make that set or anything. I'm not really a set maker anyway. So we'll lot that all up in 1 or 2 lots and put it out on eBay for somebody at a reasonable price that's trying to make the set. There's a bunch of them. Now, the only thing about this set, they could have put a different picture. It's the same picture on every card. I would have thought they would have got more creative. Use a few different images anyway. And we get a bunch. So I guess this is the highest number so far. 625, so there's a lot of cards in this set. What do we got? We got more baseball. Randy Johnson. We got a Topps Strikeout King insert of Randy Johnson and Pedro Martinez. And we got a whole bunch of Randy Johnsons here. Let's see. Oh, geez, they're in a big top loader and they're sort of stuck together. Who knows how long they've been there. Got a nice SP Authentic. That's from 2008. Oh, these were nice. These were very thick cards. The Topps HD cards. They were real thick. Nice cards. Those are from 2001. We got an Upper Deck Legends, Randy Johnson. An Upper Deck Ovation. And then we got his, oh, this is nice, the 89 Upper Deck Rookie. Well, that's not bad. We'll put that over there. And put this over there. Oh, more baseball. 1972 Topps. Looks like all team cards. All right, we got the Angels. It's nice the way they did the team cards back then. They lined them all up. Of course, we got the Yankees. 1972. The Padres. The Astros. The Red Sox. The Mets. Who's this? The White Sox. The Royals. Got a whole bunch here. The Phillies. Tigers, the Dodgers, and the Indians. It's interesting to look those. They got the stats on the back. Who led, like the Angels batting. At bats, looks like Sandy Alomar. Runs, A. Pearson. Singles, Alex Johnson. Yeah, so triples, Jim Fregosi. So there's a lot of old names here. Yeah, we got some football. We got a 1993 Topps Jerry Rice. Got a 2020 Don Rush Joe Montana. That's a nice card. Tony Romo. This is the 2015 Topps Fire Parallel. Very shiny and sharp looking card with the lightning bolt. We got some more Tony Romo. We got a Prism draft pick, Tony Romo. Got a Topps past and present performers. An Absolute from 2012. Got a 2007 Topps Chrome. Here's one you don't see that often. 2009, it's a Upper Deck Icons. So, it's funny. My one older nephew, he's older. Oh, he's pulling up 35, I think. He's a big Cowboy fan. So I remember when he was younger, I used to tease him. Tony Nomo, I used to call Tony Nomo Championships. Remember he used to always screw up in the playoffs? Or before that? All right, we got a playoff Dan Marino from 2017. We got a couple Dan Marinos here. We got a Football Heroes from Upper Deck, 2008. Right there. Got a 2021 Prestige Kyler Murray. Got a 2021 Playoff. Got a little bit of Kyler Murray here. Got a 2021 Score. And here's a Panini season ticket. Draft picks. All right, we got some old hockey. So we got a 1980-81 Topps Al Sims from the Whalers. It's an old team. Got a 71-72 Bob Berry. See, this is the last of the old hockey that I picked up at the show. This is a 1968-69 Andre Budrias from Minnesota. Oh, so it's got a little comic on the back. And it says, Andy is a history buff. Got the same year, a Dale Rolfe from Los Angeles. Let's say, Dale answers to several nicknames, Hoop, Dusty, and Slim. Okay, he's got a bunch of nicknames. So this here, these are 1978 Topps. Gotta take them out of the plastic. Helmet and sticker decals. Okay, from 78 Topps, we got the Montreal Canadiens. So these come right off their stickers. You put them on your helmet, I guess. And we get the St. Louis Blues. That's something that I don't see every day around here. I'm sure we have more of them someplace, but haven't seen those in a while. We've got a 70-71 Orland curtain back from the Canucks. We got a same year Ron Stewart from the Rangers. I'm trying to see what year this is. Does this say? I'm not sure what year this is. I want to say 72, 73. I might be wrong. New York Ranger team card. Yeah. And that's our warehouse finds. There we go. All right. We're going to go right to card shop store. Let me get a little swig of something. Oh. I got some coffee, instant coffee with that coffee mate. What flavor I got today? Chocolate caramel. It's pretty good. I get the sugar-free, though. All right. So we're going to write the card. We're going to continue with our landlords because a lot of people like that. I guess everybody can relate. At one point in their lives, everybody well, not everybody, a lot of people had landlords. So we were talking about Anton last video. So he sells the building to Dominic. That was the guy's name. And I knew his whole family, Dominic. I didn't really know Dominic, but I knew his whole family. I was friends with a lot of his family. So he buys the place because he wants to move his bar there, and he's too close to the school and gets denied, basically. So here he is. He's sourpuss because his plans were foiled, and I'm the tenant, the only tenant in the building, and I had the smaller side. So at least this much. He was empty on the big side for about a year, and then he was at least smart enough to rent me the big side. I kept bugging him, and finally I guess he relented, and he rented me the big side. So the way that building worked, because I like I said, I studied that building. If you rented the big side, you could pay all your expenses, property tax, a little bit of fixing up here and there. If you only rented the small side, you couldn't pay your expenses. Your small side was your profit. So at least he paid his nut anyway, But he paid a lot for the building, more than he should have. And because he couldn't move the bar, he was a little bit sourpuss about that, I think. But we still got along pretty good. He wasn't really he didn't bug me too much, which is good. And, I paid a rent every month. So we were there probably a good 2 or 3 years, getting along. And all of a sudden he calls me up one day, because the way that parking in that town is really always pretty bad. We had 9 spots for 2 stores. So the smaller store, because it was half, had 3, and the bigger store had 6. That was one of the big reasons I wanted the big store, to get 6 lousy parking spaces, right? So we're lucky that my buddy, his family, owned a funeral home a few doors down, and on Saturday night, they very rarely had a funeral, and he would let me use the parking lot for a bigger event. That's why all our events were on Saturday. See, now being out in the cold is affecting my voice, I think, for this one, but that's all right. We'll continue. So, anyway, calls me up out of the blue one night. Says, "Oh, I got to talk to you." I says, "Yeah, what's going on, Dominic?" He says, "I need spaces. I need a couple spaces back." I said, "Okay." I says, "Well, I can't give you a couple spaces back." He goes, "I need them for a beauty parlor I want to put in." I says, "Well, they got 3 spaces." He goes, "That's not enough. I need a couple more." I says, "Well, I don't want to break the contract because, number one, I'm paying for those spaces." I said, "And I really need them." So he goes, "Well, she's going to call you up or visit you, the beauty parlor lady, and give you an offer that you can't refuse." All right, whatever. So she walks in a couple days later, and I knew her. She was a customer. Her kids collected cards. Nice lady, you know. And she says, how the hell did she put it? Well, she told me her thing. You know, she wants spaces. She needs them because she needs a variance, and she wants to put in, I think, 5 chairs, and with 3 spots, that don't add up. You know, so I says, well, listen, I really need the spaces myself, but what's your offer anyway? She offered me $100 a month of space. I said, in my business, if I miss one customer, I could be losing that. So I said, nah, I really can't do it anyway, you know. So she didn't seem to take it too hard. I mean, what's she gonna do? I just couldn't do it. So he calls me back, and he's all pissed off. That was the end of our somewhat good relationship. He got so pissed off at me because I wouldn't do that, you know, put myself out of business pretty much. So he came by the next day. The 3 spaces that were reserved for the small, because some of my guys were parking there. He takes these chairs and puts them all around and puts a rope around it so nobody could park there, right? I said, okay, what are you going to do? You know, and he got all pissed off, yelling and screaming. So that's when I said, this guy's nuts. So, and I wondered why, because his cousins, who I knew really well, would always say to me, how's my crazy cousin Dominic doing? And it didn't seem too crazy till then, but he definitely got mad at that, and there's nothing I could do about it. You know, it ended up, we ended up moving out a couple of years later. It took her, oh geez, it took her probably about a year to get the variance. She ended up getting the variance, I found out, because 2 of the ladies on the board were her customers. So she got the variance anyway, even though she probably shouldn't have. Took her brother, because they did a beautiful remodel, took her brother close to a year to construct the place. So when she moved in, we had about a year left on our contract, and I sort of already knew I was going to move. We didn't get along with the landlord by then, because he did other stuff after that. You have to see. We had a sign that was in between the 2 stores for years, because I was there 18 years. He wanted it moved, right? But he wanted me to pay for it. It was a big sign, you know. So we got in a fight over that too. So we didn't end up on good terms. Let's put it that way. But sometimes that's the way it is, you know. I don't get that personal. It's business, you know. And I tried to be nice, but it didn't work. So yeah, it was funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but now I think about it, this guy was a little bit nutty. So in the end, I gave him my notice or whatever, and he tried to apologize to me, but by that time I had it, you know, and he wanted us to stay, of course, because we're paying him a lot of money for that dump, you know. So, I mean, when you're in a place for 18 years, the rent keeps going up every year. You can't start off, you know. People won't start off at that, so he was going to lose money. But, you know, I said, you know, I kept that place because my father liked to come to the store every day. And it was only 3 miles from the house. So, you know, eventually through this contract, my father passed away. And I said, it's time to move up to the highway, you know, up on Route 10 up here, where there's a lot of traffic. So that's what I ended up doing, and we did okay. So I want to say he was always trying to sell the place because, you know, his original plans got foiled. And people would come over and ask me, and I would be honest with them. We got to watch out. There's tanks down below. They'd ask me, any problems with the property? because they did their due diligence, and that was, as soon as they heard that, they'd go away. So he's pissed off about me about that. I said, listen, they come in here and they ask me questions. It's a free country. I'm not going to lie to anybody. So I don't lie. So that's the way it is. They ask me if there's problems, and I tell them. So it's funny. We were moving out, and there was this very older Chinese lady who's still around, very older. She was probably at the time in her 70s. And now she's like 90. She's still running the place. So what happens is, I knew her because she would always do these garage sales and find stuff. And she would come in and ask me what the stuff was worth. And we're talking over the course of years, so I knew her very well. Her husband owned a locksmith place in town. I knew him very well. So she, as we're moving, we're actually physically putting the stuff in a moving van. She comes over and she goes, what you doing? What you doing? I said, I'm moving out. She goes, why are you moving out? I said, well, I need more parking, and this guy's hostile, And that beauty parlor was stealing our parking spaces, and they had a older clientele. And I said, what am I going to do? Kick out grandmas out of their spaces that are ours? So I said, I got to get out of here. Right? So, I'm going to buy the building, she says. I said, did you buy it yet? She goes, no. I said, why are you going to buy it? She says, to make money. I said, well, you better think a little bit different because, and I told her, the small place doesn't pay, and now the big place is going to be empty. You might be empty for a while, So she goes, but she had a lot of money. At that point, her husband passed away. She sold the locksmith business, which was on a huge property in town, which was worth millions. So she had money to burn, And this was right around the corner from her house, so it was something for her to do too. So she bought the place, And the big place was empty. Probably for 2 years before she rented it. But she now has it rented, because it actually falls into place. There's a beauty parlor on one side and there's a nail place on the other. So it's a beauty place now. So, and that's pretty much a short, concise history of the landlords in Mars Plains. So, and that's our card shop story. All right. Now, I heard there's some big guys in here because my buddy Daryl was here the other day, and he says there's this guy and there's that guy. I wrote them down. Mitchkov and Celebrini I got to find. Because apparently if I find young guns of them, they're worth a lot of money. Like even if you get a base young gun, maybe $150 to $300. So we'll see what we get here. So look for stunning green Dazzler cards in every box. That's nice. I like those Dazzlers. 12 cards per pack, four packs a box. They only give you 4 packs now. Didn't they give you like 7 a couple years ago? Now they're giving you 4. All right. Collect 1 art-infused Young Guns renewed card per box. All right. Yeah, I noticed that. They got the older guys on, like, remake Young Guns. So, all right, let's see. Only 4 packs, though. Okay. All right, wish me a little luck. If you get the right Young Gun, you're talking hundreds maybe. If you don't, you're talking maybe $2. This box wasn't bad, though. I got it on Target.com, I think, for $24.99. And excuse my already, maybe I won't pronounce these guys right. Rasmus Sandin. We got a Luke Glenning. Nick Paul, that's an easy one. He's a Ranger. Artemi Panarin. We got a Joey Decord. Okay, here's that artistic Young Gun. And it's nice, too, because if he's a Ranger, I can give it to one of my nephews. It's a Artemi Panarin, I guess, when you start off with the Blackhawks. Nice looking card. You get a glossy Logan Stankoven. An on-tour Utah Hockey Club. Clayton Keller and Logan Cooley. Got an Ivan Provorov. Peyton Krebs. Caden Gould. And we got a Matty Beniers. All right, so that's pack one. Let's put that over here. All right, let's see here. Ooh, I'm going to get it. There it goes. All right. Ooh, there's something shiny in this one. We got a Jaden Struble. Eli Tolvanen. Corey Perry. Got a Connor Garland. Casey Middlestat. We got an Anna Heater, Wyatt Johnson. That's a nice looking insert. We got a young gun, Connor Geeky. I don't know if he's any good. He's not my top two, I don't think. Oh, this is nice. Electricity, Mark Stone, Vegas Golden Knights. That's nice. Got some nice looking inserts. Get a Torrey Krug, Curtis McDermott, Peter Mrazek, and the Thomas Harley. So we got a young gun. I have no idea who he is, but if I get lucky, maybe he's 10, 20 bucks. You never know. They're always worth something anyway. And with young guns, I've found over the years, if they're cheap and not known, you got to hold on to them because you never know. A couple of years later, sometimes hockey players take time to develop. A couple of years later, they could be a big star. We got a Zach Whitcloud, a Kirby Dash, Nathan McKinnon, got a Seth Lusterinian or something like that. Oh, nice green Dazzler. Jake Neighbors. They're nice cards. We get a glossy Josh Doan, a playlist Jason Robertson, a Walker Durr, Marcus Foligno, Jalen Chatfield, Dante Fabro, and a Matthias Samuelson. So one more pack. I hope I get a young gun. I think usually you got one or two young guns in every blaster before this, but there's only 4 packs, so you never know. Might be just the one. All right, we got an Alex Turcotte, Nick Bugstadt, got a Hampus Ladholm. Oh, we got Jack Hughes for my Devils. Oh, this is nice. It's an upper deck canvas, Patrick Kane. I like to thank you, Patrick, on the top. We got a on tour Buffalo Sabres, Tage Thompson and Rasmus Dahlin. Okay, we got another young gun. Well, he's a goalie, Drew Camiso. Usually with goalies, you got a chance. Oh, this is nice. Look at this crazy insert. Welcome aboard. The guy's in the middle of a lifesaver. We got, oh, wait, this is the guy. Yeah, this is the hot rookie, but it's an insert. Matev Mikachov. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure how you say it. That's a nice looking insert, though. Now, we got a Michael Bunting. A David Pasternak. Sean Curley. And we got a Jeremy Lazone. So I think I did okay. I mean, I got the hot rookie insert. I like that insert, too. Maybe it's worth a few bucks. You never know. It might pay for the box. It's possible. Especially if it's you put it out now, because the more they produce. They're still, I think, as far as last night, they're still on sale on there, and it's not bad if you can pull a rookie, a couple $100. So I don't know. I think I'm going to get some more of those. I like them, and I didn't get too many Rangers, so I got to get some more Rangers for my nephew. And I didn't get too many Penguins. Usually I can give Daryl the Penguins, and he gives me the Rangers. I don't know, but at least I got the hot rookie on something. All right, and that's about it. We're going to close it up here. Oh, we got prizes. So we'll be back on Tuesday. And if you comment on this video and you're a subscriber, you are going to have a chance for these prizes. I found another one of these. Look at this here. This is from the Upper Deck Mini Jersey collection. I got a Danny Heatley. So that's going to go to first out of the box. These are like real jerseys, just mini. They're nice. They got the patch on them. So that's for first out of the box. Second out of the box is going to get a 1974-75 Conn Smythe Trophy winner, Bernie Parent. Third out of the box is a nice looking card. It's a Prism Endless Impressions Prism Guy Lafleur. And fourth out of the box is going to be an Upper Deck Wayne Gretzky Living Legends. That's your fourth out of the box. So, and that's our prizes for Tuesday. So all you got to do is be a subscriber and comment on this video, and you got a chance on Tuesday for those prizes. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Appreciate it. Don't forget our eBay. Sports PG on eBay. We got a lot of items on there. And COMC, mr95cents. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Collect what you like, because if it goes up or down, you still like it. And try not to buy a box for $120, because what we're getting at is stuff ain't been worth it lately. And I think the new Heritage might be under $120, the 2025 to start. So I'm going to try and get some. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of the weekend. Take care.